All right, good afternoon, everyone. So now we are done with the nature and background of a research proposal, which was presented by Mary Eloisa Folio. And for my part, let us now move forward to the research-based journals and what may researchers get from these. So before I will continue with the discussion, I'd like to apologize if ever you can hear jingles from politicians and mga additional saba like vehicles or mga manok. So yeah, let's now continue. So what are research-based journals and what can we get uh, from these. So, do you have any idea as to what research based journals are? So, if you have any idea or if you have ever used research based journals before, you can drop your response on our chat box. So, research based journals are basically a scholarly publication. A research journal is a periodical that contains articles written by experts in a particular field of study who report the results of research in that field. So the articles are intended to be read by other experts or students of the field. Parehas na to, mga students. We are also researchers if we are going to conduct a research, and they are typically much more sophisticated and advanced than the articles found in general magazines. This guide offers some tips to help distinguish scholarly journals from other periodicals. So, to further understand what research based journals are, we have here a few characteristics of research based journals. First, we have the purpose and then the appearance, authority, validity and reliability, rating style, and references. So let's first tackle about its purpose. So research journals communicate the results of research in the field of study covered by the journal. So research articles reflect a systematic and thorough study of a single topic, which is often involves experiments or surveys. So research journals may also publish review articles or book reviews that summarize the current state of knowledge on a specific topic. Next, we have here the appearance of research based journals. So, research based journals lack the slick of advertising, classified ads, coupons, and what else? Like kanang sa mga newspapers, wala siya kanang sports section, wala siya kanang unsay mga current happening sa karon na day or yesterday. So mao na ang difference niya no sa magazines and newspapers. So articles are often printed one column to a page as in books, and there are often graphs, tables or charts referring to a specific points in the articles. So next we have here the authority. Research articles are written by the person or persons who did the research being reported. When more than two authors are listed for a single article, the first author listed is often the primary researcher who coordinated or supervised the work done by other authors. So, the most highly regarded scholarly journals are typically those sponsored by professional associations such as the American Psychological Association or the American Chemical Society. So, for the validity and reliability, articles submitted to research journals are evaluated by an editorial board and other experts before they are accepted for publication. This evaluation is called peer review. It is designed to ensure that the articles published are based on solid research that meets the normal standards of the field of study covered by the journal. So, professors sometimes use the term referred to describe peer-reviewed journals. So for the writing style, articles in research journals usually contain an advanced vocabulary since, let's just say, since the authors use technical language or jargon of their field of study. So Basically, the authors assume that the reader already possessed a basic understanding of the field of study. So, for the references, the authors of research articles always bear in mind that they always indicate the sources of information. These references are usually listed at the end of an article, but they may appear in the form of footnotes, endnotes, or a bibliography. Diba, if you can still remember making your uh, abstract in your research, you can clearly see that there are in-text citations para dili siya ma-plagiarize. So don't worry, we will later talk about plagiarism. So next we have here the 10 benefits of research-based journals. So let us just focus on the online research-based journals because 'di ba, as we all know, we are currently in a distant learning situation. We can't access directly to our libraries in CNU or any library sa Cebu City. So here, first we have the uh, broadened perspective. So what is this all about? So online journals are a collection of thoughts and opinions by their authors who, after conducting researches and analysis, pen down their thoughts and finding in journals. And just like talking to different people about certain topic broadens your perspective on the topic. So does reading the thoughts and conclusions of different authors. Journals help you view topics from many different angles. Hence, it formulates your individual opinion and conclusion. So, mo-appeal jud ang mga manok og report, no? And then next, the second one is that information comes in many forms. Would you agree? All right, so most articles contained in journals include graphs, tables, images, and photographs, and sometimes video links, which help illustrate the information being portrayed. Journals also come in many downloadable forms such as PDF, what else? HTML, and etc. So you don't really have to limit yourself to plain text or reading materials. Some journals are even in the form of CDs and you can just listen to them while you drive. So it is very accessible ra jud kaayo ang mga research journals online. Next, we have here research-based journals are highly credible. Why is it highly credible? Because for authors to publish academic journals online, they are required to verify their information sources through links and citations. Mere personal opinions without proper and factual backup are not admissible. This makes online academic journals entirely credible and authoritative because you can verify the facts from their original sources. This in turn influences your work's overall quality, making it reliable also. As well as kuan po di ay enriched with your journals are enriched with facts and truths. So next we have online journals offer clarity. Why? Because scholarly articles attempt to discuss and outline the merits of other explanations and viewpoints which are in contrast to their views. So they do not seek to justify their own opinions and conclusions as the only credible truths, but rather acknowledge the contrasting opinions as credible too, and then clarify why they draw different conclusions. So this helps you as a researcher to understand the pros and cons of the claims expressed in journals from more than one author's viewpoint. So next we have here online-based research-based journals offer evidences for their claims. Why is that so? So authors of online academic journals are required to provide proof that supports their claims by referencing the sources of their information, and this also helps You as a researcher access the truth and you can draw your own conclusions if you don't agree with the authors. You can also tell where they borrowed their school of thoughts from and clarify anything that you don't understand. So basically, if you visit a site which has a lot of online journals, so maka-ask ra ka dito sa author if kanang pwede ba nga maka kayo ka sa ilahang research article. So uban sad ana kay kanang pwede ra nimo ma-download dayon and uban sad kay you still have to request for the full text from the author or ang uban pod ana is that you still have to pay for the journals. So next we have here the research options. So what are these? Uh, Academic journals online come with several research options, which helps you widen your scope. So they allow you to explore both quantitative and qualitative research for optimum results. So with both researches, the qualitative and quantitative, you can analyze statistical data, opinions, verbal data, and etc. This gives you a wider range of information to work with, and you can therefore perform a comprehensive research from your academic journals. So, next we have research based journals online provides case studies. So, academic journals include real life case studies, which are excellent sources of in depth information and knowledge. So, by following these case studies, you can apply your wealth of knowledge to real life situations and play scenarios out in your mind for better understanding. Doing this would help you to get a better grasp of the concepts and ideas with which you're working. So, from the case studies that I have mentioned, you can form your own hypothesis as a researcher. And basically, if you have your own hypothesis, you can maka create na pod ka og questions and then basically after that huna-huna ka nga hala nindot lagi ni siya kanang ah, nindot lagi ni siya himuon nga topic sa research. All right, so next we have here it provides great reading with wealth of knowledge. So this means that it promotes active reading and provoke deep thinking. So they offer a wealth of knowledge which comes critiqued and forces you to critique it also. So when you're presented with so many facts in one single source, you're prompted to seek out their sources to verify whether they are true. So next we have here focused research. So what does this mean? So research-based journals online are like encyclopedias. It offers information in a large quantity to scholars. So there's a wide variety of databases to source information from. But it's so much easier to access this information online because all you need is a computer and an internet, right? So narrowing your search to a focused angle then becomes easier because all you need is to type in specific keyword phrases and you'll get thousands of search results in just a few seconds. So, see, very easy ra jud kaayo ang pagpangita. However, you still have to read their abstract para makaibaw jud ka nga mao jud ang imong gipangita nga research article or research-based journals para makatabang sa imuhang current research. So lastly, we have the freedom to collect journals. So unlike in the print copies era, when you could only access information physically in libraries, academic journals online come with the option of free downloads, which allow you to save material to your personal computer, laptops, smartphones, or or whatever device you have. So doing this allows you to access information even i- even in the absence of internet. So you can even build your own journal library on your computer. So how is this so? So pwede ra gud ka na kanang download ka daan o kanang mga research-based journals online niya imo ra i-folder ah, sa imong computer, and then dito ra ka maka-read ra ka offline. So even if you have to buy a journal or two, they're quite a worthwhile investment because there isn't a price tag on knowledge. So that's it for the 10 benefits, and that's it for the 10 benefits in research-based journals. So due to the high quality information contained in journals, which are enriched with facts and truths, you are bound to get rave ratings from your lecturers or your research advisors if you use academic journals online for your scholarly research. Internet and technology have become widely available around the globe, so that most people can access e-journals for research. So that's it for the 10 benefits. So now let's move forward to as to where we can find research-based journals online. So who among you here have used these sites that I have provided on our screen? So you can raise your hands if uh, you have utilized ResearchGate as a means of looking for your review of related literature. So who among you here have used ResearchGate? Please raise your hands. All right. So who among you here used Google Scholar? You can raise your hands, guys. So we also have Elsevier. Who among you here used this? All right. Thank you for your responses and participation. So ResearchGate looks like this. If you already visited ResearchGate, mo ni siya ang itsura. So you're just going to search keywords and phrases para makita ka sa imong gipangita nga research article or research-based journals. So Google Scholar, inani sad ang iyang nang, it is basically from Google. Pare-parehas ra siya og kanang search bar sa Google. Same with ResearchGate, di ay, ang imo rang i-search is uh, keywords or phrases, and then you'll see after you enter, you'll see different research-based journals. And Elsevier is also just like this. You're just basically going to search for the keywords or phrases. So that's it for the research-based journals. Thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something today. You have learned something from me. And if you have questions, please uh, don't hesitate to drop your questions on the chat box. Thank you.